Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Sabotage with Livorno. So in today's episode we are going to play our opening game in the Champions League group stage. We'll see who we've drawn as well, and of course there's been some fixtures to review since the last time we met. So the last time we met was the opening game victory against Torino in the league. We followed that up with a really disappointing 0-0 away draw. Ponce missed a penalty in the 67th minute which would have surely given us the 3 points. We did dominate this game without really creating many chances. And maybe a sign of waiting for our players to bed in, I think. We then went away to Roma and had an incredibly tight game, mainly down to Patrick being sent off in the 48th minute. They went in front inside 2 minutes, Sergi Arola getting the goal for them. Ralovic put us level on the 17th minute. Then Patrick got himself sent off. 61st minute, Ralovic put us in front. The 80th minute it was 3-1. They scored another in the 85th, but we did manage to hang on despite only playing one up top. And I actually took off Ponce in this game because Ralovic has had such a good start of the season that Ponce was the sacrifice I made to put somebody in that defensive midfield position. And finally, there was a home tie against Fiorentina, another not very convincing 1-0 home win this time. Pizzulo put us in front inside 1 minute. We dominated the entire match without maybe creating 2 or 3 chances, but we took our first and that's all that mattered and we got the 3 points. So the Serie A table is looking like this. We are currently sitting in 3rd place. Inter and Sampdoria both having fantastic starts. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. I think our team is just bedding in a little bit. And hopefully, after another 5 or so games in the league, we are back top of the table. So to introduce you to our Champions League opponents, there will be Bayer Leverkusen, Feyenoord and CSKA Moscow. I'm thankful for this. It's a bit different teams than what we usually face. I don't think we'll face any of these in European competition that I can remember. Anyway, Bayer Leverkusen will be our biggest threat in this group, no doubt about that. Feyenoord and CSKA Moscow don't have the greatest of squads, but Bayer Leverkusen have some very good players, the best of which is Fausto Acosta, a very, very talented striker, Uruguayan. He's currently wanted by Bayern Munich, just to show you the sort of level that they are playing at. Who's performing well from the start of this season? Acosta started great. Renan Ribeiro Santos, an attacker midfielder, Brazilian. He looks fantastic as well. Is he better than Udim? Maybe a little bit better. Maybe not. Let's have a look, see them compare. Udim's got some things better than him. Santos is better technically, but I think we've got the better players, so we should be able to get through this group without too much of an issue. Our opening game of the Champions League is going to be against CSKA Moscow away from home. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with. Plizzari is not going to start in goal. It's going to be Ayrton, Cruz starting in goal. Zango and Marks at centre-back. Ventroni, Patrick. And I really don't want to start out. It's going to be Alves. He's played too many games for me already. Oscar Lopez has been in and out through the injury. Nothing too major, but it is becoming a little bit of a concern. So Alves will start left wing-back. Solossi and Pizzulo in the centre. Udim attack midfield. Ralovic and Ponce leading the line. I think we're actually going to take Jovino on the bench instead of Plizzari. Let's just risk it. And no doubt this will be the game that our goalkeeper gets injured. So they come at us with a very narrow formation. I'm not sure if this will suit our style of play or not. But 4-2-3-1. We'll see how it goes. And we kick off shooting from right to left in this first half. Hopefully we'll be able to get a convincing win to start our Champions League group stage campaign for this season. Obviously got to the semi-finals last year, which was the best we've ever done. But I would like to go one further this season as Pizzulo takes a strike early on, hits the bar, and Ponce can't get the follow-up. And is this attack dead or is it still alive? Alves with the ball, it's dead. Just end of the highlight, please. Another highlight, this time 6 minutes in. Ponce on the left-hand side gets a ball in Ralovic's back post. And you would have put your house on Ralovic putting that away. He had all the time in the world, completely unmarked. And all you needed to do was to put a back post, and Ralovic misses another header. 8 minutes in, we are dominating, but we're missing far too many opportunities so far. Another highlight now, and another corner. Ponce's back post, and he gets pushed over, and it is going to be a penalty. So hopefully we can go 1-0 in front. Ponce has already missed a penalty this season. We are not very good at penalties, and Ponce steps up. He puts this one in the back of the net, makes no mistake this time, and puts Livorno 1-0 up against CSKA Moscow. We are getting a lot of opportunities through corners and set pieces, and it's finally paid dividends, and I think we deserve that 1-0 lead. Another highlight now, Pizzulo spreads the play to Ventroni on this right-hand side. Solossi picks it up. He's on a yellow card, so he needs to be careful. Ralovic, that was a very, very dangerous cross, and their keeper did well to actually handle that. Another highlight now coming down this left-hand side once again. Ponce is there to pass the ball to Ralovic. What a fantastic cross that was. And Ralovic, at least third time of asking with his head, he finally puts it in the back of the net. His 6th goal of the season already. I think this is his 6th game as well. Ralovic, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff from Ponce. I love the pair of them. And that's going to be it for the first half. 2-0 up against CSKA Moscow. I didn't expect anything less, really. You know, I do expect a really decent result against these. If it finishes 2-0, I would actually be a little bit disappointed. I wouldn't mind us padding our goal difference a little bit. And just as I say that, they get one back. If that wasn't the show of just pure arrogance from myself and how it gets punished in Football Manager, I don't know what was. So we're 2-1 now. We need to be careful. We need to get the win. And 54 minutes in, it looks like it could be another attack to CSKA Moscow. Danjuma coming down this right-hand side, spreads the play to Martinez on this left-hand side. Is that our Robert Martinez? I think it is. But Ralovic manages to pick up the ball in the centre of midfield, goes down the left-hand side, gets the ball in, nobody's there. But Ventroni picks it up on the right. Decent cross in. Great play by the keeper just to get a little touch to that to pass it over the heads of our players. But Ralovic is there again. His 4th header of the game. And he could not get this one on target. I am going to make a change. I want to get Solossi off. I'm worried. I'm very worried that he might get sent off. We'll bring Kyle Wright on in his place. Gonzalo Alves is going to have to stay on for the time being. We're going to actually take double change in the centre. We'll bring Jovino and Kyle Wright on for Pezzulo and Solossi. That's the nice thing about having Jovino. You know, our 4th choice central midfielder that I want to give game time to. I don't mind bringing him on. Looking at the bench, I would really like to get Weber some game time as well. Ralovic has been the one who's played the most so far this season, so we will get him off and we'll bring Weber on in his place. There's only 8 minutes left of this game and it's still 2-1, which is a little disconcerting. But Alves to Kyle Wright on the edge of the box, ball in. Jovino nearly gets there, but it's cleared by the CSKA defence. Great ball in by Ventroni, but Ponce can't get on the end of it. Our final ball has just been a little bit poor in this game. Kyle Wright on the edge again to Jovino, take the strike zone, and there we are. That's why we're signing him. Jonathan Jovino, fantastic goal. Combines the two substitutes in central midfield, combining to make it 3-1 and put this game out of sight of CSKA Moscow, hopefully. I need to be cautious when I speak. Another highlight now, Kyle Wright with a free kick, hits the bar, and CSKA Moscow defenders get to it first. And here we are, this will be the final highlight of the game. Weber gets his head on it, but it goes well wide, and CSKA clear. And it's full time. Livorno 3, CSKA 1. A decent result, not fantastic, but we've done what we needed to do away from home. And we've got the 3 points. Oh, lovely money. We need this money. What we're sitting on now, 19 million. Come on, keep bolstering that money. Ponce was watched by Man City all last season, and they never even made an offer once during the 2 transfer windows they had a chance. Or did they in the January? They did in the January, didn't they? But got rejected. But I'm sick of them, to be honest with you. Sick. So a decent result by us. Looking forward to the next episode. It will be Bayer Leverkusen at home. And what might end up being one of the deciders as to who qualifies first or second in this group. We've got Sassuolo, AC Milan. That'll be a huge game in between alongside Napoli, Feyenoord in our second Champions League game, Atlanta and Pescara. A nice string of home games there. 4 home games in a row to see what we can do with that. But that AC Milan game will be crucial as to see how we fare in this season. And as you can see against the Fiorentina, we actually maxed out our capacity, 30,999. I wouldn't think it's going to be long before I'm going to potentially request a new stadium. Should I say expand stadium? Nah, not due to our present financial situation, but I imagine if we were rich, they would actually give me a new stadium, even though we've only just moved into ours, or an extension at the very least. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.